how much of the staff have you spoken to out there? Have you spoken to people in the front office on the main team?
I've spoken to everybody. I spoke to front office on the main team, coaches on the main team, front office on the G League team. It's a real family environment because the G League team is based out of the same city as the main team.
Right.
So when I was there, I've met everyone, and everyone knew my name, from the GM, from everyone in the front office. So it really gave me the assurance that like they not bringing me in on accident. They know what they doing, and Portland has shown a track record of giving guys opportunities who might have been under the radar.
Understood. Now I know you were born in Spain. Your father is of Egyptian descent. Well, is Egyptian. So it makes you of Egyptian descent. You have no experience in any FIBA.
No, I got no experience, but Egypt has been wanting me to play on their national team for the longest, the men's national team. This past year, they wanted me to play in the qualifiers for the Olympics, and at some point, I'm hoping to do that. But because I was born in Spain, I have a Spanish passport, which if I ever have to go play overseas, will come in handy extremely. So I don't want to do it at the expense of that. But if there's a way where I could play with Egypt and still have that passport, or if I'm in the NBA, God willing, and I don't need to worry about that passport anymore, then I would love to play for Egypt and play for their national team, which I feel like will be
Did have y'all spoken about this? Because I believe that a person can have multiple passports, to my understanding.
We have, and it's been like some people have told me. Some people, obviously in Spain, they told me you can't do it, and then some people in Egypt said you can do it. So I gotta, find the right people that's like in the FIBA to really figure out if I can do it without giving up the passport. It's difficult. It's a tricky situation. I've been trying to figure out for the last couple years.
I say this right on camera. Whoever tells you, think about this. I go and I play for Jamaica. I lose my American passport. The passport that...
It's not lose the passport. It's you won't be considered a naturalized Spanish citizen if you play with Egypt.
Hold on. I'm not naturalized, but my birth certificate is from here. I don't need to be naturalized. I'm nationalized. So whoever told you that, made up, concocted some bullshit. I need to be neutralized for Egypt. I don't need to be neutralized for Spain. I'm nationalized for Spain. I was born here. There's nothing you can do about that. I was born here.
But Spain is tricky because if you haven't played FIBA for at least 3 years under 18, you won't be considered Spanish.
Oh, okay. From an international rep in a country standpoint, yes. I'm thinking you mean as in like your passport is not valid in Europe anymore.
It is. Yeah. But from an international, So if I played internationally with Egypt representing that country,
that may be true.
Yeah, if I play for them, I might not be able to
That may be true, but then in the same breath,
who cares?
Well, who cares playing? No disrespect to Spain. It's damn near it's like playing for USA. Like Spain is the best domestic country for basketball outside of the United States. Yeah. So. Shit, I got a better chance with Egypt anyway if we're talking FIBA shit. Yeah. But I don't lose my passport to play here if I need to play here for money professionally. Yeah. So, hey man, I say shoot for it, bro.
Definitely.
I say shoot for it by all means. I say get in contact. I say try to play for them next year because the next Olympics is in 2028. So, dudes got to try to qualify. I believe only 2 African countries go to the Olympics. So, I say go for it.
I definitely got to play for Egypt. That's what I hope to do. I plan to do. One day. Soon, hopefully.
Who are some people throughout, I don't know, you've mentioned some names throughout this interview. Who are some people that you would say influenced your game and influenced you being able to navigate this hoop landscape from the moment you started at 10 to where you're at now at 24? Who are some of those people?
Well, I would say obviously my pops first. My dad was the first one to help me with basketball. And then Secret Stubblefield, that's when I really started getting some work in.
Yeah, how did Secret, you mentioned some of the workouts and stuff, but let's go a little bit deeper into that. How did Secret help you early on in your journey and so on?
She instilled so much confidence in me because she would tell me like you could make it to the NBA, like you could do these things. She would tell me things like I would tell myself, but it's like when you're hearing it from someone else at a young age and like who's good at basketball and showing me things, you really start to believe. And we would we would work on ball handling, we would work on shooting, we would do so many things that like I would see the growth of my game and my skills to the point where it's like I felt myself getting so much better where it helped really grow my game a lot. So she really laid a lot of groundwork in my game along with my pops in terms of, you know, just the foundation of what my game is. And then
shout outs to them.
Yeah, from there, and then I mentioned Jeremy Pridgeon. He was the one that helped me really maneuver and operate, you know, the basketball landscape in terms of trajectory wise and maneuvering the ins and outs of what the basketball world encompasses, if that makes sense. So what I was naive to when I thought it was just playing in parks and stuff like that, he opened my eyes to the whole landscape of basketball. And then I would say yourself as well, because when I met him, I met you, and I remember from 14, 15, 16, we put a lot of hours in the trenches just working out all the time. I remember those years. So you definitely played a big factor as well. And then I have a coach, his name is Coach Alex Coombs. He actually is a football coach. He used to coach the Harlem Jets, or he still is affiliated with the Harlem Jets. He used to coach my brother, and he used to train kids in terms of like strength and conditioning and all of that. So through my brother, I started working out with him when I was 13, 14, and he's someone that I work out with till this day. And he's a big role in terms of my outlook in terms of what it means to be an athlete and then what it means to be a basketball player. And then Jock Rivera. Those 3 years in McDuffie were, you know, monumental in my growth as a person and as a basketball player who I really feel helped shape my life. And then the whole PSA coaching staff, the whole PSA family. So, you know, Terrence Williams Munch is also a big name I can't go without mentioning. So I would say those 5 to 6 people. And also I forgot one, Will Kelly from the Harlem Jazz. I was the first team before Asphalt Green that I played with when I was in 5th grade. So that was the first like travel team I played with where we played in tournaments. So those 6 to 7 people are the main ones, along with everyone else. Well, obviously you can't name everyone, but those are the 6 to 7, you know, monumental people that if I just didn't have one of them, I wouldn't be getting interviewed by you today.
Heavy, man. Best player you faced in middle school?
In middle school?
Best player you faced in middle school. Or best player you faced in middle school.
In middle school. I'd probably say my boy Jalen Sinclair. That was the best one I played against in middle school. We played against each other. My middle school against his, I remember playing against him, and he cooked us. Well, I cooked them too, but I remember that was the best player I played against up until that point.
Shout out Mr. Jalen, man. Yeah. GA at Cal Berkeley.
Cal Berkeley, yep.
Yes,
played at Lehigh.
Yes,
played with PSA as well.
Yes, sir. Best player you faced in high school?
It could be camps, it could be any type of...
Any camp, anything.
Best player I played against in high school... I guess I gotta go with Anthony Edwards. I played against him at Evan Mobley. Yeah, both of them. I played against two of them. Like I had both of them.
I remember y'all all coming back after Vegas and saying, "Yo, dog, that dude, he's something else."
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. That's probably the best player I played against in high school. I remember. I played against him at NBPA camp, and then also in Vegas when I seen him do some of the things, I was like. Yeah, I don't know who this is, but he's a little different. He's a little different from everyone else that's already different.
Yeah. Nah, I remember all of you. Even Munch. I ain't gonna say what Munch said on the camera, but
I can only imagine.
Like, yo, something. This dude, oh man.
I can only imagine.
Best player you faced in college? Who had that game that you just went back maybe to your dorm and was like, yo, this he the real deal.
Damn. Freshman year. So there might be a couple. If I had to say, I'd probably say my freshman year when we played against Tyus Jones is the younger one or Trey Jones?
Trey Jones is the younger one.
Played against Trey Jones. We was at Duke. He gave us, it was a tough night. It was a tough night for us at Duke. He ended up winning ACC Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year.
I was about to say, he was a two-way dude, so he give you fits on both sides.
I say in college, that's probably the best one as far as I could think of. Or, that was the best player I played against in college.
That's pretty good notoriety right there by you as well. Even noticing how much of a two-way guy he was. Now, since you've been out to camps, you've been out training camps, etc., Who's impressed you at a training camp? Who's you left a training camp like, yo, I ain't know, or maybe you did know, but you're like, all right, I'm sure. Yo, you a bad dude.
When I was, I played some runs with the Kyrie more than a run. I played with Kyrie and Jalen Brunson and Randall and all of them. Kyrie is in live action is different. His change of pace, his right hand, left hand creativity is different. So that's a no brainer. Obviously Kyrie. And then when I was in Portland, Anthony Simons, his one dribble pull up three off the pick and roll is crazy. His balance, it's almost like he makes it every time. So I say Anthony Simons is as good as I thought he was, if not better in person.
Most definitely, man. Hey, Ishi, that wraps it up, man. You know, I greatly appreciate you sitting down with us on Ripped and Gold Bros. Marvelous interview, and wish you well heading off to training camp tomorrow, right?
Monday.
Okay.
Monday.
Wish you well, safe travels, man, and good luck this season.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Most definitely, bro. Good looking, man.
Right, for sure.